Long ago in Nnewi, there lived a woman called Ned. Ned was a kind woman, but she was very poor. Her husband died when she was young, and she had only one son called Ike. Ned's life was hard. Every day she would go to farm, plant cassavas, weed the farm, carry firewood, but even with all her hard work, she had little food to eat. One day she was coming back from the farm. She saw something strange behind the Nkwo Market Road. A small goat tied to a tree, but no owner was there. The goat was white, clean, and shining under the sun. Its eyes were bright like a person's eyes. It looked at Ned as if it wanted to talk. She looked left, she looked right. No one was there. Ned did not want to steal, but she thought, maybe God has sent me this goat. Maybe this is my luck. When she reached her compound, her son Ike asked Mama, "Where did you find this goat?" Ned smiled. God had blessed us today. I found it near the market road. No one was there. Ike touched the goat and smiled. "Mama, this goat is fine. We can sell it and buy rice." But Ned shook her head. "No, my son, we will keep it for now." Days passed. The goat was quiet. It ate grass. It drank water. It looked like normal goat. But every night, when the village was sleeping, the goat's eyes would shine like fire. Then came the night of midnight talking. That night, the sky was dark. No stars, no moon. Ned, Ike, and their neighbor Mesoma sit outside their hut, telling stories. They laughed and talked until it was late. At exactly midnight, the goat stood up for where it was tired. Its eyes turned red, its mouth opened, and it spoke with a clean, deep human voice. "Goat, Ned, why did you carry me from the tree where I was tied?" Everybody froze. Ike dropped his cup of water. Mesoma jumped from her chair. Ned's mouth shook, but no words came out. The goat spoke again. "I'm not an ordinary goat. I belong to the spirit world. I was tied there for a reason." Ned began to cry. Forgive me, I did not know." But the goat continued. "Because you took me, you must return me before the next moon rises. If you don't, something terrible will happen." Suddenly, the goat closed its mouth. Its eyes became normal again. It went back to chewing glass as if nothing happened. That night, Ike and Mesoma could not sleep. "Mama, what do we do now?" Ike whispered. "We must take the goat back," Ned replied, her voice shaking. The next morning, they tied the goat and take it back to the market road. But the goat refused to move. They pulled it, they pushed it. It sat down and looked at them quietly. So they went to see James, the village elder. James was the oldest man in Nnewi. He had white hair, white beard, and eyes that had seen many secrets. When he heard their stories, James closed his eyes and sighed. "James, this is not an ordinary goat. In this village, there are counting spirits that appear in form of animals. If you disturb them, you must follow their command or face trouble." James told them to wait till midnight. "If the goat speak again, listen carefully," he said. "Do not argue. Do not shout, just listen. That night, the whole village gathered secretly in Ned's compound. Nobody wanted to miss it. Children hid behind their mothers. The men hold sticks. Two their hands were shaking. Exactly midnight, the ghost stood up again. Its eyes is thundering, its mouth opened. I have given you time. You must return me to the great tree behind Odara Forest, not the market road. Tie me there before the first cock crowed. This village will suffer. After speaking, the goat becomes silent again. Before dawn, Ned, Aike, Mesoma, and James carried the goat to the great tree behind Odara Forest. When they reached the tree, they tried the goat there. As soon as they did, the goat disappeared. Just like that, no sound, no trace, gone. They stood there, mouths open, eyes is wide, too shocking to speak. From that day till today, no one in Nnewi forget the night when the goat speak at midnight. After the goat disappeared behind Odara, the people of Nnewi stood there in silence. Nobody spoke, nobody moved. The elder, James, was the first to speak. Something in this world are not for ordinary eyes. What we saw today is a reminder that is life is bigger than what is during the day. That day, Ned went home with her son Ike, shaking her head. She could not eat, she could not sleep. For many nights, she kept dreaming of the goat's eyes, those red, glowing eyes that speak like a human. After that day, strange things happening in Nnewi. No one ever tried to go near the Nkwo Market Road again. People stopped picking things that did not belong to them, even if it looked like free blessing. And every midnight when wind blow, the villagers whisper to each other, remember the gods that speak. What happened to Ned and Ike? Ned became more beautiful and more careful with life. She taught her son Ike never to take what is not his. One day Ike asked his mother, Mama, do you think the goat was a spirit? Ned looked at him and said, My son, in this life, not everything you see with your eyes is ordinary. Sometimes a small thing can carry a big mistress. Week passed after the night of the speaking goat, but the village of Nnewi was never the same again. The children whispered the story in secret. The elders told it around fireside. Even travelers who passed through Nkwo market heard about the goat with red eyes that spoke at midnight. People asked many questions. Was it a warning from the gods? Was the goat a test of greed? Or was it something ever deeply? Something the human mind cannot understand, but no one had a full answer. Life continued in Nnewi, but with more caution. Ned, become known as the woman who saw the spirit goat, people respected her more but also feared her story. Ike, her son, grew up to become a wise man. He never forgot the lesson of that night. Mesama told the story to her children and her grandchildren, teaching them about the danger of greed and the mysteries of the spirit world. James, the village elder, told younger elders when the spirit world talks, humans must listen or face the consequences. 5 years after the goat spoke, another strange thing happened. A man from a far village came to Nnewi. His name was Okafor, and he claims to be a Dibia native doctor. He said he had heard of the ghosts that speak and wanted to visit the other forest to pray. When he reached the great tree where the goat disappeared, he placed a small pot under the tree and began to chant. Suddenly, the wind blew strongly, and a voice whispered from the tree, Some doors are better left closed. Okafor ran away that day and never come back to Nnewi. After that, the elders told everyone, leave the other